Welcome to this online interview by Project Cargo Weekly. Our very special guest of honor today is Ms. Carmen Garbison. She's the Director of International Business based in Denver, Colorado, and she is Director at Absolute Logistics. Very welcome to this interview, Carmen.
Thank you, Bob, for your invitation. I'm very honored to be here with you.
Yeah, likewise. I always allow my interviewees to tell a little bit about their background, and same goes for you, Carmen. Why did you get into logistics? How come you are not working in a bank or in an airline? Why are you in logistics?
Well, I'm here. I'm living here in the U.S., but I am from Ecuador, South America.
Oh.
So I have been with the company with Absolute Logistics for 18 years, and I have more than 25 years of experience in supply chain. I started in supply chain when I worked for General Motors back in Ecuador. And I started doing procurement from all over the world, exports and imports.
That's interesting.
Yeah, then I worked also for Schlumberger.
Oh, yeah.
And Int'l is a construction company based in Italy and Argentina. Okay. I worked for them. They were building the biggest oil pipeline in Ecuador. Wow. So I was doing also procurement there from all over the world, exports, imports, and logistics.
Wow.
So when I came here to the US, I already got a master's degree in international business in Spain.
Wow.
And when I came here to the US, I have fun learning. And I took a course for US Customs broker.
Okay,
From the US Customs Broker Association.
Okay.
To get to know the behind the scenes in customs, because sometimes people normally don't know those things. So I wanted to really know the process behind it.
Yes.
And then I also got an international trade certificate from the World Trade Center.
Fantastic. I mean, what an impressive career. I mean, you come a long way. I mean, you have your experience with the huge companies and worldwide procurement. You come from Ecuador, now settled in the States. That's very impressive. I must say. What can you tell our viewers about the company that you work for, Absolute Logistics? You are absolutely the best, of course, I know, but what can you tell about the company?
Absolute Logistics was founded in 1997 by the Rusty Walker, is the current owner of the company.
Yeah.
And David Kerber, who retired 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I joined Absolute in 2007. And before that, I worked for all the companies in Ecuador.
Yeah.
And of course, here it has helped the knowledge of both languages.
Of course.
And also understanding the cultures,
sure.
both cultures.
Yeah.
To reduce the cultural barriers that there are between Latin America and the US.
Yes, I think that's a very wise point, because even you come from Latin America and you speak English, for example, and you speak English to people in North America, the definition sometimes is different, even you talk the same. And I think that's so many small things can lead to a big misunderstanding, right?
Yes, and during the years, I have seen businesses that they want to do between the US and Mexican people, and sometimes it gets the cultural barriers.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes.
Yes.
So Absolute Logistics, you are, of course, logistics provider. Are you a traditional freight forwarder? You handle everything, and with your base in Colorado, which is, of course, Midwest and inland. Tell us more about what you do in the company as such. All kinds of services, I guess.
Well, Absolute Logistics is a 4PL company
All
based
right.
in Colorado, but we work in all the states, Mexico and Canada. That's the main area that we cover.
Yeah.
However, there are projects that we handle with Latin America, even with China, with
Oh, yeah.
Asia.
Okay.
The company is an excellent partner for companies out of the country because we help them design and implement global logistics programs, optimizing costs, lead time, and sustainability through multimodal strategies, like, for example, rail-to-truck programs, truck-to-rail programs, intermodal distribution centers, storage, dryage to the ports.
Yeah.
We do over-the-road transportation as well.
Yeah.
But the specialization of the company is with the railroads.
Okay.
Here in the U.S., so that's why we work with Canada, U.S., and Mexico.
Okay. Yeah, of course, being inland, you have to know about the railroads. If you have, I'm just asking interesting question here that wonders me. If you have cargo to Colorado, where would be the, let's say, the normal or the most frequently used entry or exit point? Would that on the West Coast or Canadian West, or where would you ship it out normally or into?
Well, for example, normally it comes from the West Coast ports, Los Angeles, but lately the port of Houston has been growing a lot in that. So now one of the main ports for us is Houston.
Okay, so Houston is actually a good gateway even for states like Colorado and the Midwest. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
And of course, with Mexico, that is one of the biggest trade between with the U.S. The port of entry is Laredo, Texas, and all the border, the main border crossing points.
Okay, that's very, very, very interesting because I used to work in logistics myself before, and I know from experience that in the US, if you don't have the right contacts with the railways and know how to do, they speak very good English, but it can be very expensive too, right?
And we have worked with them for so many years, and actually, it is really hard to work with them. If you don't know the logistics of railroad, it's really hard. They normally don't give too much credit.
Right.
So it's difficult for new companies to get to work with them directly.
I can imagine.
So that is one of the advantages of this company because we have been working with them for a long time. But for example, I wanted to give you one of the examples of the current projects that I'm leading.
Yes.
Is logistics of the upgrade of the Simons Observatory, a set of telescopes located above 5,200 meters. That is about 17,000 feet in the Atacama Desert.
Here in Chile, yeah.
In northern Chile, yes. And the National Science Foundation awarded like $52 million for the project. Wow. And it's led by research universities such as Berkeley University, Princeton, the University of Pennsylvania, and among others. Wow. So we are handling that, and the cargo comes mainly from the U.S. and Asia. And we are managing everything from origin up to the delivery up to the mountain in Chile.
That's incredible. And I'm sitting here in Santiago and looking at some of the mountains. It sounds very impressive. You know, I used to live in Asia for several years, and so I can imagine the coordination you have to do because cargo is coming from everywhere, and even in Asia, it's a different time zone, also different mentality. So
Yeah,
it's a big job for you.
I enjoy doing this because it's like putting a puzzle together, to be honest, and
Uh,
coordinating everything.
Definitely. No, no, no. And
Yeah.
sometimes you need, it's not what you know, is who you know when you speak to the shipping line and so on, right? How do you feel about the shipping lines? You know, some of them, they like to be forwarders now. They want to claim that we are freight forwarders. Do you think they will be successful or they are just trying?
I think that that is in everything, not only with the steamship lines. I
Mm,
think it's getting in logistics that people don't want to work with brokers,
no.
but they don't realize how much value we bring to the table.
Yes.
I think is very difficult. I have worked for big companies,
Yes.
and even with big logistics departments, sometimes the work is too much to handle.
Yes.
So they have to hire people, third-party logistics providers to do to help and do the job
Yes.
because sometimes it's too much.
Yeah. Now, I must say, with your experience from GM, Schlumberger, and what was the Italian company again?
Techint,
Techint. Yeah, yeah, in Milan. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Techint. Yes, I met them once in Italy, and you have the experience. But now you're in smaller companies, but you have. It's probably easier to go from bigger companies to small, and instead of the other way, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
How many people are you in Absolute Logistics?
Maybe like around 10.
10? Yeah, yeah, but you
Yeah,
know,
it's
it's
a very small company, but yeah, we do a we do
you,
a lot.
you know, I have seen companies with 100 people producing less than what 10 people can do. So you have the right people at the right shelf. That's what management is all about, right? So,
Yeah.
and how do you see the future? I mean, the cargo now with the different trades, tariffs, and a lot of talk about this and that. How do you view the rest of this year, next year, for after this mega project you have? How do you see the pipeline?
I think that there is a lot of uncertainty right now with the tariffs
Yeah,
that will generate more local sourcing
correct.
here in the US. But the US is still the biggest importer in the world. I
Right.
mean, there is no question about that.
No.
So people will keep buying. Also, the US Mexico and the US Canada trade are one of the biggest trade relationships in the world.
Yeah, correct.
So that won't stop,
Yes.
even with high tariffs.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that there is a tendency in the world to look for local and regional suppliers. And I think that here the logistics domestically in the US will increase.
Yeah,
And also I see that, artificial intelligence is getting bigger and bigger
correct.
everywhere in every single industry.
Yeah.
For example, here there is a growing number of warehouses implementing robotics
Yeah.
already. You can see that in
Yes.
China, everywhere, the robotics.
Yes.
But I think that people will be hired, especially with artificial intelligence
Yeah.
and data analytics
Yes,
skills.
yes, yes. It's I don't know. I was also afraid in back in the day about email and so on. But of course, you think you lose your job, and then other jobs will come. But if we believe the hype about or hype about AI and what we read, we have to be careful with our jobs, I guess, some of us.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
I think that there are always many opportunities to help national and international companies in their supply chain needs. There's always opportunity because people are moving freight everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
All the time.
And from you as a middle-sized or let's say smaller project forwarder, you pick up the phone and people can talk to you. It's not some call center located in Asia, you know. And so
that's a big difference. Yes,
so
I think that people still like talking to human beings and not.
Of course they do. Yes. No, it's absolutely right. I'm very impressed, especially with your career and also the project that you were mentioning. And I'm sitting here in Chile, and you are having a big project in Atacama. So, yeah, it's very impressive. I must say, you've answered most of my questions to the point here, and I want to thank you very much, Carmen, for this opportunity to interview you.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much for inviting me and being here with you.
You are most welcome. And to all our listeners, viewers, and readers from around the world, this was yet another great interview by Project Cargo Weekly. Our special guest and very knowledgeable person today was Ms. Carmen Garbison, Director of International Business at Absolute Logistics, based in Denver, Colorado, in the US. Very impressive career, and I'm quite sure that if you need anything to or from the US, Canada, Mexico, and inland with rail and so on, then absolutely you are the one to talk to. So from me and Project Cargo Weekly to everyone, thank you very much.